Hello, hello, worthy women. Hi, somebody. How are you? To all the fambalam on YouTube, it's been a while. I know, but I'm here today. I am doing a joint recording session on the podcast Born Worthy, Rebel for a Spell, and here on my YouTube channel, Rebel for a Spell. I'm so excited. I'm so surprised at how excited I am. It's been a while. I know it's been a while since I've been on Cam, but I thought, why not? Why not? Why not? My name is Wen. I am your intuitive healing coach, certified life coach, and your mentor. I help busy career women, high performing career women, become the love of their lives. Listening to their intuition, finally activating their callings and celebrating their desires. That's what we do because we are born worthy. My loves, I wanted to tell you, for some of you, you're new to this new version of Wen. Stepping in all the glory and the gifts that have been bestowed upon me to serve women. And it feels damn good to be of service to sisters who have missions and callings and desires to gift to the world. We need you, sisters. We need you. And that's why I created this podcast, to reach even more of you, to let you know I'm here to serve you. My loves, I wanted to share some reasons clients come to me and seek help. One of them is one of the topics for today. The topic for today is dealing with burnout. How to deal with burnout. And my loves, there are different types of burnouts. Yes, they are. Career burnout, you may have heard of that. You can have relationship burnout with your friends, with your lovers, husband, wives, children. And of course, family burnout with people in your extended family, immediate family, your in-laws. I've even helped my clients with some of that. Dealing with burnout. Another area that I help my clients with is self-worth struggles. And that's real for many of us, including some of us are trauma survivors and have dealt with negative experiences. They put such a pressure hold on us that we just believe that all we can do is stay low and not be good enough, not feel good about ourselves. And the other area I help my clients with is just managing stress. Life is like this, right? It ain't all candy cane and rainbows, baby. It sure is not. So I help my clients with that as well, just managing stress as your lifestyle changes, as we age. As women, you go through menopause or you're dealing with children who just running ragged in your life, baby. Just dealing with life. And stress can show up in our lives, in our health, and affect our health in many different ways. So we want to address that. It's very important. It can be a trigger for anxiety and depression. And we're here to live the life we deserve. Another area, a major area that I've been helping my clients with recently is finding purpose, stepping into their missions and callings and desires. Ooh, don't that feel good, right? If you're looking at this on YouTube, put a one, put a yeah, put a hell yeah, put a I feel it in my soul, whatever you want, declare it. Let me know that this is touching your spirit. Yes, because when we are living somebody else's version of our lives, honey, ooh, and you flip it and you declare and you stand in your power, ooh, and you gift the world your essence, your light. It is something else, honey. And the last area that I help, well, these are just a handful of the areas, but the major areas that I help my client with, the last one is some of my clients are stepping into new leadership roles. They're being promoted. They have to change cities, countries, even continents. And it's a cultural adjustment. It's a mental adjustment, physical adjustment. And so we dial into emotional intelligence and certain aspects of navigating that new culture, new environment. My loves, I think you could tell I love what I do. I love it. I love it. And I'm so grateful to be doing what I know I was born to do, to be doing what I'm so grateful and honored to be doing for the rest of my life. So here we are today, and we're going to dive in. I'm going to share a story with you about one of my clients. She is working in corporate America. If you're outside the US, this person is in the US and works in the US, but she is from another country, a communist country. So now she came to America when she was a child, and she's living the American dream. And she has been working at this one place for about 25 plus years. And typically she loves the job. She's following her dream. He has the houses, let's correct that, my loves. Houses and financial freedom, financial stability with the kids. They're going to really good universities. And, the husband is doing very well financially and really loving life. And then there were a lot of changes that happened. Life is about change, isn't it? Life is about change. Many changes happening. First change, the company had a lot of expansion out to the West Coast and going into Europe and so forth. So the demand, the workload was getting more and more and more. So the demand and intensity and the deadlines and the workload, the energy had shifted. There were new leadership in the company. Above her, more bosses. You know how it is, you work in corporate America, and you got like 67,000 bosses. You don't have just one boss, especially for these large Fortune 500 companies. Anyway, so she's doing all this work, workload is increasing. Her staff numbers are not increasing because, of course, if you're looking at this video in 2022, December, happy December, everyone. If you're looking at the video in 2022, December, the economy is challenging. Let's say we're thinking about inflation is hitting us hard, and there are a lot of changes that are happening. So the company did not wish to hire. There's a hiring freeze. So she's dealing with all of that. At the same time, personally, because she's devoting so much time to work, she's missing her kids' events. Kids are going to university or have to go to the first day of signing up for university and traveling to different states. So she's missing those opportunities, and that didn't settle good with her. That landed hard in her heart, and she didn't like that, not being able to spend time with her family. And before that, all of this that I'm sharing with you, of course, there was the pandemic, and she's lost some friends because of, what's happening with COVID and all that. So she's losing friends, losing family. And this woman is of a certain age. I told you she's 20, been there for 25 years. She's a seasoned somebody. Yes, seasoned somebody. Let's define that for all the newbies. Seasoned somebody means that you're 40 and over. And it's a beautiful thing. I'm a seasoned woman. Yeah. Put seasoned woman. Put I am seasoned in the comments below if you're looking here at YouTube. And you can do it if you're looking at Spotify, if you're looking at Apple Podcasts, wherever you're looking at this video, even if I eventually post it on IG, parts of it, go ahead and put in the comments, I am seasoned. Let's celebrate that, honey, because when you age, you get so much wisdom and clarity about who you are and what you need, and you speak it. You declare it to the world, and that's power. And I'm here for that. I'm here for that. All right, my loves, let's keep going. So typically she enjoyed the job, but things were changing. There were a lot of transitions, a lot of new things were happening, and she was feeling wobbly, didn't feel settled in her soul, in her heart. She was burned out. And even though she knew, her intuition was saying, this may be too much stress, I cannot keep up with this pace, I'm trying so hard, but she was dealing with the fact that she was an immigrant from a communist place where the money she was making, this woman was cleaning up, honey. The 6-figure summer alum and what you call this bonus and all this thing she was getting was more than her mother, her father, her grandfather, her grandfather's grandfather ever made in their whole life. So she felt guilty that she was even thinking about how stressful she was. She thought that to even say to her husband, who's also from the communist country, that she was, stressed out, it would seem, one, that she was weak, two, that she was ungrateful for living the American dream, right? She's over here, have all this freedom, all this food, all these opportunities for her kids, her family. And she's complaining because she has to work, extra, extra hard and weekends. And listen, that's how she felt. And a part of her, in her soul, didn't want to let down her, sorry about the parking lot, what can I tell you? A part of her did not want to let her country down. Yes, a part of her did not want to let her country down by honoring how she was feeling. Because according to her cultural values, she should be grateful. So many people in her country were still dealing with poverty and still dealing with the regime. And she was in America, honey, living it up. So she felt guilty about that. She didn't feel that she had any right to honor what her intuition was saying to her. This is a real, real, real dilemma that a lot of people deal with. If you're here and you are not from the US, I'm not from the US, my love. I'm from the island of St. Kitts. All our values are shaped, most of us, by where we're from and the dynamics of growing up in a certain environment, and our cultures are embedded in a lot of the values and the standards that we have for ourselves and we operate by. So I respect that. So my love, if you understand where I'm coming from, you say down below, tell us where you're from in the part of the world, if you're comfortable, my love. If you're comfortable saying it, put it in the comments below. If you're looking at YouTube, tell us where you're from. Let's have a chat and celebrate our culture. Listen, I have friends from all over the world. Oh my gosh. And I love learning new things. The world needs all of us, baby. All of us, all of our shades, all of our flavor. The world needs. Before my client came to me for one-on-one private coaching, and I offer that, it's for 3 months. She particularly wanted the one-on-one private coaching, not the group coaching, which I also offer. She, before she joined and the program, she said to me that she tried a couple different things. She tried meditation. She got in a meditation app and she's been trying it, but it was stressing her out more than helping because she felt so much pressure to calm her mind, to do all the things that the meditation app was saying. She did not like it because it did not meet her where she was in what she needed and was comfortable doing. She was stressing out about, she's not breathing right, she's not counting right, she's not umming right, or whatever the app was saying. It was not for her. The next thing she did was listening to music. She liked that. She liked a lot of those 70s soft rock and music from her country. She liked that as well. And so that was kind of helping, but the stress was still heightening and the environment was still what it was. So it was almost like you're patching a tire, the air's still coming out. The air and the stress still is overwhelming and it's just a Band-Aid. So before she came to me, she's like, she knew she was willing she needed a change. She needed a change, she needed to try something new, and she heard of me on IG, and she saw some of the case studies I loaded, and she saw that my approach was a little bit different. Listen, I'm unconventional. Did you see the name of the channel? Rebelforaspell, and we're born worthy, always and forever. Yes, we are. So she saw that my practice was a little different and was more holistic. Because my loves, I tell everyone, okay? Our bodies, mind, and hearts are intertwined. Body, mind, heart, soul are intertwined. You are not just your body. You are not just your mind or your soul. All parts of you are very important to the person you are, the person you present to the world, and your thoughts and your actions and your beliefs come from all of you. And that's something that some other people may not tell you. And I'm here to tell you the truth. Some people may not tell you this. The interconnectedness of all of us, body, mind, heart, soul, drive and shape who we are. They function as one. They function as one. There's no part of you that don't bring the other parts together. We all rolling with together. That is the approach that I take with my practice for all my clients. So she tried meditation, she tried listening to music, was not helping. When she came to me, we drilled down. And in my practice, I go deep. I asked her a series of questions. We uncovered the layers, layer after layer after layer, to identify the real root of her struggle. Yes, the environment, there was a lot of growth in a company, there was a lot of expansion, so the stress was there. We confirmed that. That was a known fact, that was a circumstance in which she was in. The next thing, so what was the thought she was having around that? Her thought was, oh my gosh, this is just too much work. I cannot do this right now. I'm feeling so overwhelmed. I'm feeling like I'm drowning, and it's just too much. And I would like to get a break, but I can't, because every time I ask for a break, meaning vacation, every time I asked for vacation, there was another deadline, and she felt guilty that she'd even asked for vacation. My loves, we can go on and on, but essentially what the real reasons were, she felt that she had to suffer the stress that she was dealing with in order to meet the expectations of her job and serve her job, and to make sure she didn't disappoint all the people in her mind that she thought would be disappointed in her. An immigrant who's living up the dream life, and all of a sudden she's complaining and is going to put a stain on the name of that culture for saying that she's stressed, for appearing to be weak. My love, in doing that, dismissing her intuition was telling her, I am tired, I need rest, I need space, meaning to get away from the environment that I am in. I'm hurting, I'm feeling depressed, I'm feeling sad. So I said to her, and I say to you, my loves, because I said before on the top, burnout can come from different sources. It could be career, it could be family, it could be relationships. Receive this, my love. Let this land in your soul, what I'm going to tell you. Being burned out, and we need to shift our perception of it. Yes, it's a difficult experience, and I have been there several times. But being burned out presents information. Being burned out presents information. And we must listen. And we must listen. So your mind is telling you one thing. Your body is reacting a certain way. Because we know, think about this, my love. How do you hold stress in your body? How do you feel? How do you hold stress in your body? Are you twitching? Are you pacing? Are you ready to run away from wherever you are? Are you just feeling like you are going, you're so nervous and you're so anxious that you don't know where to go? You're twitching, you're sweating profusely. You start to get hives because you're itching. Our body tells the truth that our mind tried to hide. Let's say it again. Our bodies tell the truth that our minds try to hide. That's why my practice, my one-on-one coaching, and the practical steps and practical tools that I offer engage your body, mind, your heart, and your soul, because we all move as one. They're moving as one, baby. So that's what she was dealing with. She knew her truth was that she needed to step away and needed to get a break from the environment. But she was working weekends. We're talking 80 hours, honey. 80 hours going, eating through lunch, going. No vacation for like 8 months. We are humans, not robots. We are humans, not robots, and we have responsibilities. So burnout is presenting information. Our hearts telling something, our minds, our bodies, our souls are telling us something, and sometimes many of us do not stop to listen to our intuition. In this case, my client did stop. She was listening, but she was not taking action because she felt a responsibility to her family, her culture, and her country. I'm telling you, a lot of people, you may not relate to this if you're an American or if you're from a different culture, but some cultures are they have certain cultural standards or certain norms that they live by. Through self-inquiry and through my questions to her, one of the main things that turned on the lights for her in a way was I asked her, what do you desire more than anything else? If money was not an issue, if time, if energy, if it wasn't a crime, if it wasn't bad, what do you desire? And what would you do? And tell the truth. I said, you're here to me, and I ask you to tell yourself the truth. That's how we uncover and step into the transformation that she said she needed. She said, I needed a break. I am too stressed out. I am not, listen to this, let this land for you, my loves. I am not having fun. I am not enjoying life. Here are some of the things that she did to get clarity and to empower herself to activate her desires and to celebrate those desires. First thing she did, she went walking early mornings, at least 4 times a week, and she would go by the bay. And one of the things that brought her calm was water watching. Water watching. WATCHING. So where meditation did not bring her calm, her seeing the water at the bay, in a lake, at a fountain, on the way to the bay and the lake, it brought her such serenity. It calmed the anxiety in her mind, where the meditation was doing the opposite. She could just breathe with every wave. Tell me in the comments below if you're looking at YouTube, if this touched your spirit, if you have been water watching to calm your mind, to calm your soul, honey. I know I do. That's my happy place. Oh, love, 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 love. So that's the second thing she did. Second thing she did was water watching. Then she said, in our sessions, was going to sleep. She had insomnia. It was hard for her. It was hard for her to get to sleep. But when she did get to sleep, she was solid. She's like a rock, honey. So what we did was tap into the things that and the people and the experiences that she liked that made her feel good. And one of the things was she had these Canadian. So anybody from Canada, put it in the comments below. If you're from Canada, honey, tell us down below your city and just say Canadian love. So she had all these Canadian motivational speakers and inspirational speakers that she liked to listen to. So we said, hey, why not? So she added that to her bedtime routine. So after she took her shower of all the fantastic essential oils and all that stuff, she would listen to YouTube, go on to YouTube, and she would listen to Canadian inspirational speakers. And that voice and what they were saying just calmed her heart, calmed her soul, and the timbre of the voice would lull her to sleep. You know what I mean? Sometimes you hear a voice and you don't even know what happened. You're like, you're out, you're snoring. That helped her, and that became her way of going to sleep. That became her lullaby. Isn't that beautiful? That became her lullaby. And now, remember she said before, I told you, she said she wasn't having any fun. We need to have fun in our lives, darling. That's a key part of celebrating our desires. And let's talk about desires. Let's talk about desires. Your desires are yours. They're not here for anybody's permission. Whatever you desire, they are legitimate because you say so. So her desires were calling her. She wanted to flex her muscles. You know what she wanted to do? She loved going to auto racing. You know about NASCAR? Okay, if you're here and you're not from America, but it's similar to Le Mans and all these Monaco car racing. She loved to hear the roar of the engine, the crowd. Loved to see how fast the cars were going. It just made her feel energy. So that's what she wanted to do. So that's what she made sure she was doing more of. as to the extent that she could, because she was still working so much. My loves, moral of the story, to become the love of your life, we have to be willing to make a change, be willing to prioritize, listening to our intuition, and we have to be able to prioritize what we need that nobody can give us. That is our truth. The light that shines on our callings and our desires, we got to be ready to prioritize that. We're talking about how to deal with burnout, how to deal with burnout, how to deal with burnout, how to deal with burnout. And this is what I say, the opposite of living up to somebody else's expectation, people pleasing, and becoming a sheep, SHEEP. I said it, following the pack, is listening and prioritizing your intuitive needs. Only you can satisfy your soul. Next thing you got to do after all that prioritization, you have to befriend, become a friend to your fears. A lot of us, let's say that again, become a friend to your fears. You have to befriend your fears. Treat your fears like it is your best friend, because that's part of who you are. Many of us want to celebrate all the things we love about ourselves. The lips, the booty, the chesses, our talents and our gifts. But let's look at our fears as well. Receive all of you. Don't deny the things that you fear because they make you feel uncomfortable. Let's get uncomfortable, my loves. When you push down your fear, when you deny, when you avoid, when you tell it go away, you're just making things worse for yourself. But when you hold space for your fear, as I helped my client here, the IT director, when you hold space for your fear and you give it the attention that it needs, and you say, listen, fear, I see you showing out. I see you want me to speak into your soul, so let me look at you for a minute, honey. Let me talk to you. I'm with you. I see you. I know you're hurting, but I'm going to tell you it's all right to come on here and try something new. Try something different. I love you, my fear. I love you, self-doubt. You speak into your soul. I understand that what you're actually feeling and what you're bringing is the little girl version of you who's scared of disappointing your country, of disappointing your parents, of not standing up for the bullies in your school. You have all of this in your soul that's keeping you thinking that you have to and you should do what they say to do. And that's why you're feeling a little wobbly, as my client did. She was holding all the weight of the people in her country. would make her think she's ungrateful because she didn't want to keep doing this stress life situation. My loves, the key to becoming the love of your life, prioritizing, listening to your intuition. Choose to be gentle with yourself. Befriend your fears. Befriend your fears and do not be afraid of your calling. We all have callings. We all do. As simple as it is, even if it's you to be a gardener, we all know what our soul needs. And we deny and we push down and we silence. We silence our inner sight and our light because we do not think, like my client did, that they deserved the experience of freedom, that they deserve what they needed, because time away from work was not seen as a good thing, was seen as a bad thing. You were going to let people down. So I don't deserve to say I'm stressed. I don't deserve to say I'm worried. We step into what we deserve, our longings, our callings, our desires, and we take action. We take action to make that change, to live that change. That is how you become the love of your life. My client, what did she do? She left that job. She left that job because she understood. She understood that her worth and her devotion to her mental health her well-being was worth much more than the high six figures she was making. What's she gonna do with that money? If she dying, if it killing her? She understood that, yes, I'm living the American dream, but in my heart and in my soul, it's telling me, you will be okay. You brought yourself so far from your communist country to America, and you survived, and you became a self-made woman. Whatever you choose to do next, you will be successful because you've done it before. Ain't nothing but a nothing. You've done it before. So now my client has her own practice, her own IT practice, doing all this fantastic work, making money, buku bucks, honey. And she's controlling the pace of her freedom. She's controlling the pace of her freedom, my loves. My loves, you deserve what you need. You deserve to live your missions, callings, and desires. You were born worthy. Born worthy means you already deserve what you need just because you're breathing. You have nothing to prove to anyone. You don't have to have had suffered or had trauma put upon you to deserve the life you're living or your dreams that you'd like to live. You just deserve them. We have to start shifting our minds, my love, shifting our mindset. We have to start believing that we hold the power to direct the destination of our lives. I get it. Negative thoughts and negative experiences feel like they are just making us feel so small, but we are not here for that. We counter it by saying, listen, that works for you. Negative thoughts and fears, you're trying to bring me down, but I'm going to talk you out of your mission to bring me down. Here's what I'm going to tell you. I see you, fear. I know you're trying to make me stay safe and stay comfortable in the small space in the box that I always have been in. But let me tell you, I need a change for me to go from here. For me to go from here where I am living somebody else's life, expectations and people pleasing, I got to go to here. So that jump right there, I know I have to get uncomfortable. And I'm ready to get uncomfortable because I deserve the dreams and the missions and the callings and desires because I got one life to live and I'm going to live my life. It takes courage. Let's tell the truth. It takes courage to trust yourself, to build self-trust in yourself. But it's about practice. It's a skill. It's a skill. The same way you learn to brush your teeth, the same way you learn to walk, to learn a new language, it's the same thing, a skill. My loves, if you would like to know how I can help you, I am here to serve. I am here to serve. You can apply for one-on-one coaching with me when Pete's your intuitive healing coach, life coach, and mentor by going to rebelforaspell.com or rebelforaspell on IG. I am here to serve. It is such a wonderful feeling to be part of your journey. Some of my clients are listening. To be part of your journey of becoming the love of your life. We're here for that. Too many of us women believe that we need to stay in a box and please all these people and deny ourselves what we know to be true, what we feel in our souls we're capable of. We're here for that. We're here for that. You were born worthy. Always and forever. We're here next Sunday. Have a lovely, lovely day. Happy December. Happy season of holidays and love and freedom and hope. Be kind to yourself and live the life you love. You were born worthy. Always and forever.
Another video is waiting for you. Check it out. Check it out now. Shoulda bang, bang, bang.